Okay, let's see if that worked. I will also be switching it over on TikTok. Should be back now. Should be back. Looks like it. Where the fuck is my...
Hey, did you find Dr.
Alright, there we go.
Delaney at the party?
Yeah, but so did Lee.
Oh no.
Alright, what suit should I wear today?
Happened.
Lee corrupted him and made him kill himself.
Horrible. We have to stop this guy.
We will. Before Delaney died, he gave Lee a name. Morgan Michaels.
Oh, that's right. I gotta boost up the volume a little bit. Where is it?
Who is he?
Not sure, but I bet he works on the Devil's Breath project. Have you learned anything from that Devil's Breath file?
Yeah, get this. A few years ago, Osborn came to Fisk and asked him to build a lab, but to keep it hidden from regulators.
Secret lab? For Devil's Breath?
If it's as dangerous as we think it is, I can see why.
Where's the lab?
It's not in the file. Osborn made Fisk destroy all records of it. All I have are invoices from Osborn's personal account to Fisk Construction. Knowing Fisk, he kept the invoices around for blackmail material on the mayor.
Everything leads back to Norman Osborn.
Let's say, though, I've always really liked
Time
the
to pay
Amazing
him a visit.
Spider-Man suit.
I doubt he's gonna tell you anything.
Wasn't planning to ask.
Alright, let's try to get some more challenge stuff. What is this? Oh.
I don't have much time. Got the blast contained. One more, better hurry. So close to perfection.
Damn, really? Nah, we were trying that. We were so close.
Noisy, but harmless. One more, better hurry.
Oh my god, you made the title of the day we had? Yes, sir. 'Cause I thought it'd be funny as fuck. So I said I already had it ready. I just was like, oh, maybe I'll play some Dead by Daylight now.
Good, but I can do better.
How's that worse? Must be time. Fuck.
Gotta hurry and defuse those bombs. My web muffled it pretty well. Okay, one more. almost awesome.
God, Bob, this minute is
business
is going to beat my ass. Why? What did you do now? Fuck, dude. Why am I not making it? How's the first one I did is the best? Nothing. I'm just nervous. Oh, I thought you said something to make you feel that way.
Gotta find the last bomb. Oh yeah.
You're also gonna be very
awesome.
headstrong. There we go. I mean, yeah, I get that, but like I said.
All units, we have an active hostage situation. Need additional units to the lower east side.
We demand the release of the brothers you imprisoned for City Hall. Our brother.
Nice. God damn it. Like that opening song is beat by the music beat
Steve Martin is really
indie
behind
was
all this.
Gadget Spam Man. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, now that I was able to upgrade my stuff, it's a little bit better. But man, I really am not a fan of the gadget shit, dude. Holy fuck.
There's the drone. Got it.
What the fuck? That is not what I was trying to do.
The drone slowed down.
There we
think
go.
I'll let myself be.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. Yeah, it's just kind of annoying. See, I'm mad they took away the gadget as much into. Did I do it? I did, thank God. I don't know, man. I mean, the thing is, it's just like one of those things where it's like, coming from Batman to this is such a fucking whiplash. Because, like, the combat in this isn't, like, awful, but it's just like, you're telling me I can't hit any of these fucking guys, and I can't use some of my gadgets, either use one specific thing or throw something at them? It's like, I don't know, man. It's just kind of frustrating. I'm not saying you shouldn't have any gadgets, but, like, I should be able to have the option to not have to use any. You know? Spider-Man is strong enough to be able to pretty much blunt force his way through most things. You're telling me he needs to have a specific gadget to hit this guy with a power-imbued weapon? I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe that's just a me thing, but yes, this bothers me. Yeah, it bothers me as well. I mean, again, I hate to be that guy, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I learned to rely on the gadgets to compensate for the flaws in the combat system. Yeah, it's fine to do that for are you talking about like are you talking about like the sneaky portions, the predator or whatever you want to call it? The times you have to be on the ceiling and stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about? Honestly, let's rely on the gadgets to account for the flaws in the combat system, right? At the end of the Spider-Man Hulk fight, Hulk looked like Epstein. Sure, dude. We have a guy who's got a bigger upper lip, and he made it as Epstein. That's cool. Because on other games, you can brute force enemies. Well, my whole thing is, like, when it comes to gadget stuff, gadgets I see are, like, a way to enhance what you're doing already and make it so it's easier for you to do what you want to do, but you don't have to. What do you mean, sure, dude? Why did he look like it? Tell me exactly why. Cole, tell me exactly why. What made him look like it? Because I will literally pull up 2 things right now, 2 pictures side to side, and I'll show you exactly what made you think that way. Cole, now you wonder why someone wants to beat you up? Honestly, just in general. His face was shaped like it? Like a normal... Okay, yep, here we go. Here we go. Oh, God, there's like not a good screenshot you can pull from that specific scene. So because he rested his face, you're like, yup. So you're saying, Cole, that if someone gets lip filler, they look like Epstein? Sure, yeah. Yeah, Bob, you're going to show, I'm trying to find the image you're talking about from Brand New Day. There isn't a screenshot on Google that I can pull up from Brand New Day. The only one that's getting pulled up is when he's got the webs around him, or when he's right behind him on the wall. There's nothing of the specific scene you're saying. So don't fucking come at me as if I wasn't going to do it. Found it looking on Discord. All right. Oh man, this is not gonna help you. You're telling me these 2 dudes look the exact same. This dude looks like he's a fucking caveman. And the only thing he's got is the bigger lips. That's it. That upper lip area here, above the front, like the actual lip, and between the nose is big. You're telling me this and this look similar. You're telling me this. I'll show it to you on TikTok real quick. You're telling me these look the same. Holy shit. If you think that looks the same, no wonder you said B-dubs and probably said your house. Holy fuck, dude. This looks nothing like. Yeah, man, it does. Holy fuck. You're gonna get fucking roasted in here, dog. They look nothing alike. Exactly, Spidey. They look nothing alike. Yeah, there's not much screenshots. Yeah, there's anybody who looks like him now, apparently. Yeah, they all think I look like fucking Charlie Kirk as well. So, like, his whole face looks like it? What the fuck are you talking about? The brow, the nose is smaller. The lips have more filler in it than he has. He's got a way different ear shape. Like, his eyes spread apart are different. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Even the gray hair. Oh my god. This is all, it's rage bait. It's rage bait. That's all this is. This is what I was talking about. Every single time I do any of this shit, it's always goddamn rage bait. That's all this is. It's because it's either it's rage bait or Cole is so bad at recognizing people who look similar. Oh. At that point, just put me next to Kim Kardashian and Cole. Say they look alike because they both have black hair. Yeah, you also look like the Chud Builder. Look that guy up. All right, let's see. This looks more like me than that shit between Epstein and Hulk. Are you fucking kidding me? I'll put it back up on TikTok too. Yeah, I'll gear you this. 100%. Yeah, we both have facial hair, mustaches, and longer hair. Now, I wouldn't say it's 100% match, because definitely not. He's got darker hair, shorter hair. This looks way more similar to me than Hulk and Epstein. Yeah, I'll give you that. Now look at Charlie Kirk. Right, because I look like this guy. Guys whose eyes are too small, his nose is too wide. Yeah, this one I don't see. And the guy who's got a hairline that is fighting for its life. Right. Look, if you shaved, you'd look like him. No, I wouldn't. I have. All right, here I got a better one. We can look up when I was clean shaven. I gotta find it again though. His hair on looks like a bell curve graph. That's my whole point. All right, here we go. You ready? There. Tell me that. Tell me how these two look the same. Tell me how this looks. He looks nothing like you. The fuck? That's what I'm saying. Hulk looks like green buff Mark Ruffalo. Exactly. Wait, that means... Wait, are you saying Mark Ruffalo looks like Epstein? Get my eyes checked? Oh? Oh? Yeah. Yeah, look. Tell me where the similarities are. No, just a Hulk, not Buffalo. But sure. But it's the same face. Mark Ruffalo and Hulk have the same face. The only thing is Hulk's top of his head gets squinched down to look more like a caveman. I'm so glad that you really think that I look like this. Jesus, I'll give you. I dressed up as Jesus for Halloween last year. I'll give you that one. Jesus Christ. I'm freaking believable, dude.
There's the drone. That's one high-end spy cam.
Oh my god. Man, I guess we disagree to disagree. No, that's not the term. That's not how that's. Cole's making me question my own sanity with that. It's we agree to disagree, not we disagree to disagree. I'm not disagreeing with you to disagree. I disagree with you because it's wrong. Homie, you must think about Epstein so much, or you're so brain rotted to think that any guy who has similar gray hair and normal looking masculine features is Epstein. Absolutely wild.
Yoink.
Did I get it?
Got it. Now's my chance to grab the drone. Damn, how you like me now?
It's an opinion? It's a bad opinion. Hulk faces Mark Ruffalo's face because he does all the motion capture for Hulk and everything. Agree. Disagree to disagree the fuck like it's way wrong. The thing is, you're right. It's an opinion. And on top of that, I'm also able to say that your opinion fucking sucks. My opinion is that your opinion sucks. I also don't sit there and look at every point and go, that guy looks like Epstein. I do not have Epstein on the brain like that at all, man. What the fuck? I never once looked at Mark Ruffalo and looked at Hulk and was like, yeah, dog.
I know you. You were on my neighbor's porch for Halloween.
The name's Taskmaster, and you're about to get taken to...
Clearly, it's either that or you made a portion, or you made that meme a portion of your personality.
school. Mentally over. I have a photo reflective memory. Anything I see you do, I can do.
Impressed?
Oh yeah. I can also anticipate what you're gonna do. Saw that coming.
How are you blocking so much?
I told you. I know everything you're gonna do.
When are you gonna figure out that this is working?
It's working great for me. I pick up more of your moves every time. Fast.
God, create an opening.
That one made an impact.
This cover band's never as good as the original. Hey!
In my opinion, you're correct, Bob. I'm not saying Ruffalo looks like Epstein. That's what you just said. You just said Ruffalo looks like Epstein. Yes, you're saying that, Cole. No, I'm not. Just Hulk. No Ruffalo, no Epstein, just Hulk. Brother, Hulk is emphasized by Ruffalo's lookalikes, like his facial features. That's what you're saying. Hulk is designed after Mark Ruffalo's face. That's exactly. Hulk's face is Mark Ruffalo's because he does all the motion capture of Hulk and everything. Just like Harrison Ford did all the motion capture of Red Hulk. So Red Hulk is naturally going to look like Harrison Ford. Oh my god.
Still got tricks up your sleeve, huh? Guess I need more data before I can fulfill my contract.
Here's all the data I need. I beat you, you ran away. Conclusion, you lose.
Not yet. You'll find other challenges around the city. Once I've seen what you can do, we'll talk about round 2.
I try so hard to be likable. Why does everyone always want to fight me?
I bet Lai would agree with me. I don't think so, dude. Like, I get Marcus getting older, but come on now. Yeah, I can see why you're in the situation you're in, cold. Half the shit that comes out your mouth. Oh my god. Homie looked at a meme and was like, yes, Epstein. I at least understand the shit with Charlie Kirk, because that motherfucker is everywhere. And every AI shit you see, that motherfucker was made fun of and plastered everywhere. That one I always get. I'm also gonna find a picture of you and put the Charlie Kirk face over it. Okay. Just know, if you do some shit like that, I will kick you out of whatever thing you post that. I do not want to be associated with that hateful bigot at all. It bothers me that I get compared to that shit in general. And I am not trying to be associated with him.
Well,
It's funny at every now and then, but to have a whole picture of me like that, nuh-uh. I hate that shit. I hate that guy so goddamn much. I'm starting to understand why Cole's in the situation that he's in now. Like, Jesus. It's so funny, Spidey, you being in TikTok and hearing that shit, too. So fucking funny, dude.
If I can reverse engineer this, it should track Tombstone's shipments.
That's how this man, when one of those sperm elections got to the egg. Like, how? There's a lot of people who've done that, and you're like, what the fuck? Shit. There. Okay, that's fucked up to say, really. It's not. No, it's not. You called. Yeah, I was gonna say, you literally called her an inbred bitch. The bar is so low.
That should do it.
I'm starting to understand why Cole is the situation that he is in now. Like, Jesus. Oh, what's up, Dead? What's up, Spotty, over in the YouTube chat? Now he's Mr. Deadpool. Okay, I said that out of anger during DVD. Yeah! So what?
Okay, just gotta follow the signal. Should lead to whatever it is Tombstone's moving.
Tombstone. This guy's the mother of all headaches. Impermeable skin plus 0 morals equals bad time. Hope running a chop shop's the worst thing he's up to.
And you were rage baiting me? Yeah, and if a game making you that has a fucking, you're the one with the problem, that's true. I haven't gotten angry like that with shit to be like saying fucking like to be saying some what should I say?
Here.
To say insults like that to people in a long time.
Out for a Sunday drive?
Alright, so I was sorry for that, but bringing up how my job is, bringing up how my job and this problem I have, brother. You're literally talking about putting my face on a guy who said the worst shit in the world, and it was so problematic he got killed for it. And then you start talking about comparing a fictional character's face to a well-known child trafficker, dog. What the fuck do you mean? What's up, Johnny Silverhand?
Call for backup!
Oh boy, gang's all here.
That sounds like I've never understood. Like, that thing is, I've never understood those jokes at all. Because it's just like one of those things where I'm like, those people are such terrible people. It's one thing to make fun of Charlie Kirk and, like, shoot his fucking reputation down the drain. But, like, another thing is, like, the whole thing with Epstein, no one who was involved with Epstein has been taken to jail. And now we're sitting there going, like, ha ha ha, the Hulk looked like him. Ha 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 ha. Like, what? That's cool, dude. Weird as fuck, but whatever.
Biker gang down. Let's see what's in that truck. Chemical containers. But they're scrubbed clean. Looks like they came from the Alchemax plant in Harlem, but...
I thought some people in the UK had? What?
And that sound means the end of our lightning round. Should head to Alchemax when I get a chance and find out what was in those barrels.
Our Dan Brad's been involved in too, and he's not impeached or taken to jail or anything.
Tombstone's up to
Literally.
something. Probably illegal.
See, this is that weird, like,
Definitely dangerous.
edgelord kind of fucking jokes. I'm always just like, I just don't get it, man. I don't understand. People got in prison for what they did with that thing. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm ineligible even though I hate Trump and shit. Again, I just don't find any of that shit funny. It's just like one of those things. It's just not. It's never been my It's not been in my my realm of comedy. And so just not talk about comedy like that. It's not about that, dude. It's just like one of those things where it's just like, first is one. It's like it's one thing to sit there and be like, ha ha ha, oh, Hulk looks like that, and everyone's like, nah, I don't see it, dude. And then you double down, and it's like, all right, dog, you're gonna keep pushing on it. And then you went on about how I look like a murderer, and then you also saw how I look like someone who speaks all this, or who spoke all this terrible rhetoric. Sorry, attempted murder, not murder. I wanted to make sure I said the right thing. I don't find it funny either. Yeah, I'm just saying, it's just like, there's a lot of dumb shit we say in this shit, but man, like, it's just weird, dude. It's just weird. You double dip? No, literally, you double down, dude. And then you're trying to finish up based on what you said to me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like when fucking Ian came in here and said that transphobic shit, and they kept trying to doubling down on it. It's like, man, Just read the room. That's all I'm asking you, just to read the room. I don't know. It's also just kind of one of those things. It's like, I'm also in the same boat where, like, when anyone makes, like, women or somewhat racially leaning jokes, I always just kind of get uncomfortable with that shit. Because I'm just like, I just don't see the world like that. And so it's like, hearing people talk like that, I'm just like, alright, you know. Call me a snowflake, pussy, whatever. But I'm just like, I just don't see it like that, you know. And also trying to speak of that while playing WWE, you said, why are all these gays or something similar to that? Yeah.
These bombs aren't gonna defuse themselves.
Damn it.
Boom goes the dynamite.
And I don't like demeaning women either. Women are just as important as men are. You also don't like when I call someone. Do you say that? Oh no, Cole. Oh no, dude. Oh man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Holy
Feeling pretty good
shit.
about myself right now.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. So homie's like, I hate Trump and shit, and I'm fine with saying slurs though, but saying the gay slurs okay. That's where we draw the line. Jesus. Whew. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I don't even know how to respond to that. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I didn't know you say that, dude. That's crazy. And I can't believe you said that shit in chat. Holy fuck, dude. Brother, there's times where people say stuff and I kind of just have to be like, you know what, whatever. I gotta let go of this. But, like, that's why when it's one thing to say something. How do I properly say this so you get what I'm trying to tell you? When I stream, there's a lot of people who come in here and say a lot of things. I have 3 streams going. You obviously see everything going on Twitch, but I also have a lot of people on TikTok saying stuff. And TikTok is very big with you know, with already auto moderating a lot of that stuff. I have a lot of these words moderated. I didn't do the one with double G's with the 4 letters like that, so I guess I gotta add that to my list of words not to be said. He said the gay slur that starts with an F. But like, there's certain jokes that are like, they're borderline and they're like, ha ha ha, that's cool. But like, at the end of the day, it's like, it is what it is. No, an F or an M? No, the F slur for gay people. And so, yeah. At this point, so anyone who uses a slur like that, even mentioned they do, he's so quickly attacked on my shit, and be glad I'm not the one in control, Cole. The thing is, Ash, as I was always trying to I tell Hannah and stuff like this as well, it's like, there's a lot of people who come in here, and it's like, will say shit like that, and I would rather try to be like, hey, that's not cool to say, dude, rather than try to demonize it and possibly push those people into a different corner, and where it's demonized rather than recognizing like, hey, that's not. It's the whole thing we talked about the other day about flat earthers and how like the whole idea is that if you shame these flat earthers, it's cool, but now they have found a group so they feel more empowered even though they're the minority and they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so the other day I made a joke that when I die, I just swear I said his boyfriend was holding his dick. Yeah, making a joke about another man, making a joke about that is funny. You didn't say a hateful slur. Oh, that's effed up. Yeah, I know. So you guess some gay jokes are fine and others are too far. Again, I just feel like the few times you try to talk this through, it keeps happening. The thing is, I talk about when a killer misses me, I go suck my dick, suck my pee pee, whatever. I say all that shit, or I sit there and go, I'm gonna rip your dick off and all that shit. But I don't sit there and go, oh, you fucking, and then say some slur. Do you not understand how that's different? Like, do we not get that? Yeah, any kind of slur that discriminates people is messed up. That's my whole point. Yeah, Cole, using the slur or the joke implies gay people are bad. That's the line, Cole. Yeah, it's kind of just like if you came in and started using the N-word or the slur for Jewish people or anything like that in here. That would be the issue. Like, dude, like I just don't. I guess I just don't understand how you don't know what the line is. I'll keep it mildly bad jokes, just not slurs. I'm trying to tell you, man, is that like when you called Ash an inbred, whatever. It's like, did you not recognize that you're talking to a real person who's in this chat and can respond to you, and you just thought that was okay? It's like the whole thing is like I can sit there and make jokes with my friends and do gay jokes all the time with my friends, you know, talking about sucking their dick or whatever, like, you know, as a joke. But if I'm not gonna sit there and be like, call them some fucking hateful slur.
Let's talk about Halloween, folks. It may be good fun for the kids to dress up as a cowboy or astronaut or ballerina and trick-or-treat, but this trend of grown adults glorifying the likes of Spider-Man by dressing up as them is
A group of mercenaries are about to kill a diplomat. Better hurry.
Oh, come on.
Also, the thing I figured out why I find the Amazing Spider-Man suit so gorgeous. Why is that?
I need to take him down fast.
Like, I pray that you see the line between okay jokes and Hoboken slurs aren't a joke. Yeah, that's exactly my point. Again, I also recognize I'm someone who, like, I try to be lenient when it comes to stuff because at the same time, it's like, there's stuff that I'm just not really into that. You come in here and talk about how you want to bang every single fictional cartoon woman in existence, and I'm just like, just not into that. Don't give a fuck about it, just not into it. But you come in here and you say it almost every fucking stream, and I'm like, whatever. You know? So it's like when it comes to jokes like that, it's kind of just like one of those things where I go, haha, I got it. Haha, that was cool. Sure, man. Like I said, whatever floats your boat. How's the weather? So it's fine to talk about getting goth girls. It really makes the black lines actually more 3D and it adds more detail to the tension in it. What the fuck? I ran into them.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not my fetish. No, cause you go because the subculture is not your fetish.
So close to perfection.
Ah! Oh, I'm confused. This has been a huge issue. A lot of us in the Ultimate have spoken. We got turned into a fetish, not actual people, and then the depth itself just stood the best. Oh my god, Cole, you are so fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is what we talk about when I say you talk about the way you talk about women is so dehumanizing, and you just don't get
Need
it.
to stop those mercenaries fast.
Oh, Spidey, you would think so. You would think so. What's up, Callum? Damn, Callum hasn't been here in a while. Welcome in, Callum. God, that's just a real people. They don't treat us like objects. Yeah, I would think so, but he's proven that he is. It's just one of those things where it's just like with the amount of things you say, Cole, I just hear someone who sounds very, very immature, and that's fine. You grew up during COVID, so I don't expect you to have the same maturity as a lot of people, just because you grew up in a spot where there was not a lot of possibility to being able to socialize properly. So there's a lot of stuff you just learned online.
Wish I'd done that well.
There
in
we
school.
go. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been super tired lately by to work, so I've been going to sleep really, really early. No, that's fine, Callum. I appreciate you stopping by anyways.
I'm fine just stopping criminals. I don't need to kill them.
Never hold back. I won't.
So Ash is part of the group I make jokes about? Yeah, but the point is not if she's in a group or not. It's the point is about, like, not making the jokes in the first place. I have less compassion for my considering the age group is a lot less here and also grew up during COVID technically. Yeah, that's my whole point. My birthday today, I'm 22. Well, happy birthday, Callum. Welcome in. I felt the sermons in the forest. Where's Freddy? It's too quiet. Freddy, I don't know where Freddy is. Freddy hasn't been here in a while. I think he's doing stuff or whatever. Why am I not? There we go. Yeah, I haven't seen Freddy in a minute. I grew up in a way to respect when treat them like people. They're super nice and important. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's like, you also gotta realize, I grew up in a household where my dad wasn't around. So, like, I was raised by women, you know? And it's just like, I don't know. It's also one of the things, like, I've always had an issue where, like, I am not able to, how should I say this? I'm not in a spot where like I don't like when other men tell me what they feel like what they enjoy sexually. It just I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I never want to hear that shit. And it's like, and I just know the more I hear of it, the more I'm gonna be like, ooh, man, you might need some help. Or, oh, man, I don't know if I'm into that. I don't know about all this. You know? You're talking about actual people, cool, not fictional. I do just think certain. That's fine. You can say that. Like, what's up, Cat? Welcome in. How's the house building? Did you finish your house
Folks,
build?
you've no doubt heard about the riot at Empire State University. But this is not your usual toxic mix of underage drinking, titled millennials, and hormones run rampant. Authorities are keeping a tight lid on the situation, but my sources tell me the demons drug the students, turning them into deadly rage.
Anyways, what are we talking about? So, they came in at an interesting time. It started off, I'll tell you what basically how we got here. We are, how do I say this? Not yet, but I did come back to streaming. Hell yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Welcome back, welcome back. Cole, shut the fuck up and listen. God damn. You don't fucking understand what you're saying, and you're getting to the point where you're getting weird with a goddamn. Oh my god.
I got tuberculosis.
Motherfucker's not knowing to read the goddamn room again. Holy fuck. Anyways, you're not reading the goddamn room and understand what is being said here. You first came up with a fucking. Oh my god. See, you're not. See, this is what I was talking about demonizing because now they're going to go quiet and not listen. The whole thing started off was that Cole was like, didn't Epstein when he was. Didn't Hulk look like Epstein during Brand New Day when Hulk was trying to calm or get calmed down by Peter? And I said, no, he didn't. I said, and all of us were like, no, he didn't. I even put pictures up and I was like, this doesn't look anything like him. I said, there's possible similarities, but like, other than that, though, they don't look the same at all. I didn't look at Hulk and go, damn, that's the Epstein version of Hulk. And then it went on this whole thing where I was talking about how, we were talking about how people think I look like Charlie Kirk because they think they just can say it because it's funny, and it became a whole thing. And it became this whole fucking thing with that. And then Cole started going on about how it's okay to say slurs and shit. So then we had to have this whole fucking discussion. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, these are those moments where it's like, I feel bad, I have to shame you, but like, dude, recognize what's going on. It's not cool to say slurs. It's not cool to sit there and make jokes that are harmful to other people. It's not cool to talk about women or even subcultures of women as if they're just your playthings that you can deal with. And that's basically what's going on here. And I was talking about how, like, people love to make these fucking jokes about all these terrible people in the world. And then it's like, because they're little fucking edgelords going, oh, look at, guys, look at Anthony. Like, it's some fucking joke. And it's like, dog. It was funny with Charlie Kirk because they were ruining his reputation and made it so that the AI generated shit kept referencing his face and ruining who he was, which, was a hateful bigot. But it's like, there's nothing going on with Epstein, and unfortunately, he keeps getting forgotten in the zeitgeist of the society, and it's going to become one of those things where nothing ever happens because we decided to make jokes about it rather than taking it seriously. Actually, just audibly sighed. Cole, some offense when I say this. This is why I think Ultron was right. He-Man needs to start. We've failed as a race. What is the E drum kit? It's a electronic drum kit that you can use for like Rock Band or whatever, like Clone Hero. So that's my whole, and that's why I'm just saying is it's just like, you come in here and you objectify women. Usually it's fucking comic book or superheroes or fictional women. And it's like, whatever, they're not real. But it's like, then you're coming in here and it's like, there's people like Ash, who is a goth and is a part of that subculture. And it's like, you open your mouth, and then when someone goes, hey, I didn't like that you said that, you immediately get all fucking weird about it, rather than being like, you know what, my bad, I should have said better, should have learned better, should have moved on, should have whatever. And that's usually how this goes. And that's my whole point with this. That's what I keep saying. I'm not sitting here being like, all right, guys, it's time to be a real Christian Minecraft server. But it's also just like, hey, let's not get hateful. You know, maybe we shouldn't be hateful. You know, if we offend someone, we should just own up to it and move on. You know, like, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I am not here to sit there and provide a space for you to say or be hateful or whatever. I'm here to have fun, make jokes. Even if they get a little edgy, it's fine. As long as it doesn't cross over to hate. But like Ash who goes, hey, I don't like that you talk about my culture like that, or my style or whatever like that. And instead of you just being like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'll move on. It's you being like, oh, I'll just be quiet then. I'll sit over here with my book. And that's what it sounds like. You sound like you're 5. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know Ash was God. I stopped jokes about her culture. I'm just saying this. It's just like one of those things where it's just like, again, it's even, like I said, for me, it's like, I hate seeing the shit about me, my face being related to Charlie Kirk. I hate that shit. I hate that motherfucker. I hate everything he stood for. And it's just like, to get compared to that when I'm just trying to make people laugh is such a fucking demoralizing feeling. Again, people were so sick of him, he fucking got assassinated, dude. Like,
I don't have much time.
and that's my whole point. I'm not sitting here saying, like, yeah, dude, it's time for us to put on our kid gloves and not say anything. But it's like, also recognize that, you know, sometimes some of that stuff is just not cool.
I should web him up.
Yeah, why the fuck did I fall off the edge like that? I agree. Thank you. I mean, I feel bad for you. Ash, I'm sorry this happened. I mean, I wasn't here for this. I feel bad for Cole. It can be any culture. That's yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like we're constantly not recognizing that it's just not Ash specifically. It's just that recognizing that, like, again, I understand it's heavily publicized everywhere. The whole idea about goth girls. There's even a few big YouTubers who constantly do the whole dumb, the dumb blonde act with the goth aesthetic to entrance men like you to buying their OnlyFans or to giving them money or whatever. Because unfortunately, that shit sells. And then you're sitting there going like, oh, if only they had a goth baddie. Oh, if only. And it's just like, again, even the other day you were talking about like, what, you wouldn't have the chance to sit, have sex with Black Cat? And I'm like, dog, there's a lot of beautiful women out there. Some even cosplay as her. Go for them. Even no one is here as a part of it, you should still be saying it. If you're gonna say Bobby Krill over here, does anyone say moist for a good person? Oh, like when should be a judge or demonize or treated like shit? No, it's not just women. It's fucking anyone, dude. Anyone. You know? Like I said, there's a whole thing where even straight men will make fun of each other and talk about how they would do sexual acts with each other. That's not a hateful thing. That's just being goofy. As long as both people understand it's a joke.
Okay, took care of that one.
Why am I not gripping the fucking penny? I mean, the worst part is, you have someone like Penguino. Master Penguino in here? He's a bi man. Is he cool with the gay jokes? I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, man.
Okay, one more. Oh yeah, I'm awesome.
Nice. keep it comic book talk only. No, Cole, that's not what I'm saying, dude. You're trying to fix an issue that is not just going to be able to be put away by just being comic book talk. We could talk about anything and everything. I'm just trying, like, we had a whole 2-hour talk about your whole, basically, sexual lifestyle. And I was trying to explain to you the errors in it. Because at the end of the day, it's that's not what we're saying. Yeah, because all these fake goth girls aren't fanalizing themselves to be for men on the internet. Yeah, exactly my point. Really, how goth girls are oversexualized. I think the goth girls should be seen as a person that just appearance. Should you have an appearance preference for you? But I hate how they're overlooked on personality or stuff like that because of appearance. Just my opinion. No, but that's my whole point with all this shit. That is how, my whole point. It's not that it's again, I don't think it's a wrong opinion, but my whole point though is just that it's just like one of those, again, and I don't know, this might be just a young person thing. I don't know. This is why I get afraid of like some of the people who come in here being a part of the manosphere, because I'm like sitting here getting all nervous going like, fuck, maybe these guys are just so brainwashed by this shit that they can't recognize like, hey, this might be an issue, or hey, how do I become a better person? What do you want? I want you just to understand. I'm not trying to shit on you, Cole. I'm really not. I'm just trying to have you understand that, like, your certain words you say do have effect. If I came up here and I said all the shit you just said right now, verbatim, I would be in so much trouble from everyone, because not only is this recorded, but like I have a bunch of people in my community who are trans, who are gay, lesbian, bi, obviously women, and it's just like, if I came up here and said all that stuff, do you think that would be a good look for me? That's what I'm trying to have you understand. Or if someone like Markiplier came up and said exactly what you said, do you think that's good? Or like Tom Holland. If Tom Holland during Spider-Man, it was like, yeah, dude, if only I had those goth baddies. Oh, man, you know, Ned is such an F slur. Like, do you think that's cool? Like, that's what I'm trying to get to. No, it's not. That's my point. Spider-Man, I don't want to say it's a spoiler, so I'm not going to say it. But there's a thing that Spider-Man did because he believed in that shit and went against what the Punisher wanted. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say exactly what happened. That's the whole idea, is that you have someone like the Punisher who just goes, I'll get down and dirty and say fuck it. And you got Spider-Man who's like, no. No, we can be better. We must be better. We got to work at it to be better. So yeah. The number of times I've been shouted at in the streets over the years is ridiculous, even as a minor cause. I looked older and goth getting called shouted at or hit on, just trying to go about my day-to-day life. I've stopped to your YouTube live, and I'm happy you're watching on here for you if you want. Well, the thing is, I mean, Callum, I appreciate it. It's just usually I never have people in YouTube chat. That's the thing. Usually it's only Cole, and that's why it's like I haven't really had anyone in YouTube chat in a long time. That's why it's kind of crazy to see Spidey, you, and, well, obviously you watch all my stuff, or you used to put up all my 3 of my streams. But yeah, I just haven't, like, the thing is, when it comes to modding and stuff like that, it's usually one of those things where I'm pretty on top of the modding and all that stuff when it comes to everything. So it's one of those things where I don't ever have to really worry about it. So that's my whole point I'm trying to make when it comes to, because like with modding, it's like, unless I have so many people where I can't mod it myself, it's fine. I just realized I gotta put a lot more work into my YouTube stuff, because if it does happen where I start to get a little bit more traction on YouTube, it will become an issue. But like I said, Cole's really the only one that's ever in my YouTube, so usually it's Twitch that's kind of rough, which I put a lot of work into my modding on that. Unfortunately, not everything's perfect, but you know. But yeah. Oh, wow, Dead by Dead looks funny now. Did it not switch over? Damn, it didn't. I literally pressed it and I've typed it in, but I never switched over. That's all right though. Half the time it's just been me talking and shit, so.
You probably feel ganged up on right now. Maybe try not bombing the city.
Oh, we almost had it. You're gonna be quicker than that.
Hey, thanks for the biddies, Miss Vix, though. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah, like, I'm friends with a goth woman. She also is a witch, but if I said anything about what you said, call her, she would kill me? Yeah, well, it's just like, it's also just one of those things where, like, could you imagine having the possible chance? Oh, thanks for subbing, Ash, on YouTube. I appreciate it. It's just one of those things where it's like, Cole, you could be with a goth woman. But if you went up to her and was like, damn, you're such a baddie. I've been wanting to bang one of you girls for a long time. You think that's gonna go well? I mean, it's not gonna go well with any woman. Well, most women. And I think the ones that would go for it, I would be kind of afraid to be with. Oh, he's down.
离门战术生菜，冲上去！
I'm not a psycho in person. I hope not. I really do, man. I really hope you're not. Again, I'm not here to sit there and be a judge. You really just spoke to me like that. Cool. Wait. I would never talk to a woman like that? I don't know, man. I forgot my last name was on my YouTube. It's fine. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know it was your last name. I thought it was just you doing some witchy stuff. So, you know. Men who fetishize the attributes of women scare me. Cole, you literally just did that. I don't know, Cole, some of the stuff you say kind of makes me think otherwise. I personally stay firm in them as a man. Oh.
He's turning into a...
Yeah. You ever played Chivalry 2? No, I have not played Chivalry 2, Chessington. Oops.
war zone.
But it was fun.
Is it bad that I act a bit more different than I do in public? Well, basically what you're telling me is that you... how should I say this? Basically you're telling me is that you have a mask that you put on in public, but when it comes to the online presence, you act like it's no holds barred. Not realizing that, yeah, we might be online, but like, there's still real people here. It's not like I'm sitting here going like, oh yeah, look, freaking Kitty Destroyer 6000 just said how this one group of people should die, and then they never come back again. Like you come here regularly, and it's like, and I'm always happy with the conversation and stuff like that. But again, my rules with everything has always been like, don't be a piece of shit. Don't be a piece of shit. That's all you have to do. Don't be a piece of shit. And if you need help understanding what that is, maybe you grew up in a household where you don't understand that. Like, as an example, I'm trying to emphasize here is, when I grew up, my dad used to say the R slur for special needs people. He said it for everything and everyone. And I, being a 10-year-old kid, was like, oh, that's an okay word to say. So I then went to school, shitting it everywhere. Oh, you're a fucking blah. You're a fucking this, you know. Oh, don't be so freaking, you know. And I would say all that until one day I got in trouble and was sent to detention. And I got confused because I was like, what happened? I didn't do anything wrong. And I was told how the word I was using was extremely offensive to those special needs people. But I grew up knowing or thinking that it was correct. I was taught that that word was fine because my dad never had an issue with it. No one ever called him out for it. But then I got called out for it. And then I went, oh shit. I gotta recognize that some of the words I say can be harmful, even if they have an origin, an origin that is hateful. That's why the whole idea with the N-word is that the African American community has taken that word back and uses it as a, you know, as a greeting with positivity or whatever. Simple and easy rule. Yeah. Like, is it bad that, like, I'm not saying I'm putting on a persona, but what you're doing is you're dampening who you are in public and letting yourself go, or you're either who you are in public, but then letting yourself go in online, or this is who you are online and dampening yourself in public. That's usually what's going on. Every username is a real person around the stream with their own life struggles, personalized lives. Yeah, I've also been treated like shit in my real life, so maybe I just want to say the wrong thing. And it's okay to say the wrong thing, and I'm trying to tell you to learn from these moments. I'm not sitting here being like, get the fuck out of my thing, out of my stream or anything like that. But I want you to see this as a moment of like, damn, I say some shit and it's not good. Without not thinking before I say something. Yeah, that's it. It feels like the masculine. It's not like, it might like seem very goofy, but some things shouldn't be joked about. Yeah. Well, your upbringing and what you're going through is no excuse for what you're saying. And also, almost everyone I know has been through some shit. You can decide how you move the world regardless. The issue here is you are not wanting to learn. You are just getting defensive at the moment. Even if you say the wrong thing and own up and apologize. I mean, the whole thing about my sexual life and the talk I actually took to heart. Well, that's good. I'm glad you did. I'm not here to be the expert in everything. I can tell you what I know about and what I'm able to, and like what I've experienced to hopefully help you guide in your life. I can't tell you exactly what to do because we all live different lives and all have different experiences. And that's why I can tell you what has worked for me and what has not worked for me. You know? And please take what we're saying as well, the heart, yeah. I mean, the whole thing about yeah, okay. So that's my whole point. So yeah, that's my whole thing. That's all I'm trying to say is, dude, like I said, and you also got to realize, and I'm going to be honest with all of you here, I try to be as genuine with you guys as possible with my personality and what I say, because at the end of the day, I can't fake it. I literally can't put a fucking persona on. I could try, but that shit will slip so fast. I can't do it. And that's why it gets hard, because there's times where some of you say stuff and I go, ooh, how do I handle this? Because I'm not trying to be offensive or seen as someone who can't tolerate anything. But at the same time, I'm also not trying to have certain energy in my community. And so I have to figure out that balance. No, saying to be me. We're just trying to educate it. I also want people to just shit on me anytime I get goofy. But the thing is, it's not good to sit there and be like, Cole, what the fuck? Like, the other day, for an example, you don't know if you were here, but Lolly was talking about her weird food shit, and everyone kind of just shit on her. But it was a harmless shitting because it was just a dumb topic. You know what I'm saying? It was fine. It was not in malice. It was just like, what the hell? Who does that? That's weird as fuck. You know, yada, yada, yada. The warm milk with cereal? Yes, Chesington, yes. The warm milk with cereal, or the weird texture thing with the tuna and crackers. Okay, I'm just making sure, because I don't know when you're here sometimes and when you're not. I unfortunately, all these streams kind of blend together for me. Yeah, Colgan, that's the excuse. There's a difference between being goofy and being hateful. We're trying to help you understand what you say makes people uncomfortable and upset. Yeah. Hell, even during the joke with the lie, I got shun. As a joke for some old stream food stuff like egg on pizza. Yeah, like I said, there is certain time. It's just read the room and recognize that, like, hey, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say here. That's what I'm just saying. I know these streams can be a bit male-centered joking about goofy comments. However, there are a lot of women in my eyes here, and we just gotta keep it respectful. Yeah, that's my whole thing. That's why whenever you guys start getting a little weird with Lolly, I go, hey, just letting you know, or like Lucas in the TikTok chat, or You know, it's all just like we gotta recognize that. Wait. Why does that Loki sound good? Oh Jesus. Um, yes, that's my whole point. We can sit there, we can do the dumb gooning jokes, we can do the dumb fucking whatever, you know, make jokes about like, you know, I mean, there's even the whole joke out there where it's like, you know, the guy being like, oh yeah, my wife's boyfriend, you know, it's like, it's just a dumb joke. But I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, that dumb fucking heterosexual or whatever slurs we have for straight people. I don't know. Is it just like scrambled sunny side? Like, how does it work? I agree, Bob. You can look up an Aussie pizza for me sometime, please. I can do it right now. I gotta end stream soon, anyways. I have to go to bed soon. I was only gonna play this for an hour. An hour, I almost at 11. Granted, I'm also watching something else as we're talking. I have another thing playing in the background, so I've been just kind of like looking over. Um, Funny enough, there's a political race happening that's all about inclusion and helping each other. So it's kind of funny how we're talking about this. All right, Aussie pizza. Oh, it's Lily Sunny Side Up type shit. Here, I'll post it on. I'll put it on stream. Where is my? Oh, I gotta go back to this. There you go. And here I'll put it on TikTok as well. There you go. Aussie pizza, dude. It's literally. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's gonna be a no for me, dog. That's Aussie because it's it's what it's called. Some do with the onion, some do without. I personally do without. What's up, running? Welcome in, dog. Welcome in. I think this is gonna be a no for me. I do not want eggs on my fucking pizza. I'm also not a big fan of runny yolk, so that's also me. So, you know, that's my whole thing. Just saying. Just saying. I might generally do that once just to say I've tried, but it might actually be good. That's fine if it's good. I'm not here to shit on people for liking or not liking stuff. I'm more shitting on people for hating on something that's like. I didn't know tomfoolery was a topping. Yeah, it's tomfoolery. Yeah, there it is. Okay, but also thanks for giving me advice for my job problem. I mean, I can try again. I will gladly, if anyone wants advice on anything, I can't tell you exactly what's going to be correct or what's not. I can just tell you from personal experience and what I would do in that situation. Don't get me wrong. If I had that same situation where, first of all, a woman misunderstood what I said, I'd freak out and be like, fuck, what did I say that she thought that? And then two, I'd have to sit there and be like, oh, okay, now I got to try to figure this out, own up to it, and move on. And then secondly, thirdly, I now have to deal with a woman who might either be trying to attack me, get rid of me, and I have to make sure I steer clear of her and only talk to her when need to. Nothing else. We are not friends. We are not anything more than coworkers. The correct pizza is pineapple and sardines. What the fuck? Sardines? I ain't a fan of sardines either, though. I mean, it's a staple here. This looks so good, to be honest. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, great. The Aussies infected the Americans with the fucking egg on pizza shit. Oh, no. This is the reason I'm not leaving Australia, because fuck not having this pizza in my life. Poo pizza. Is Chicago deep dish good? I think so. I've enjoyed it. I like the thicker cheese pizza stuff, though. Since we searched up tomfoolery, yeah, fucking go nuts. Never tried it? You should. I don't know where you are, but like, if you're able to find a chain that kind of replicates it, you'll get a good idea of it. But if you ever are able to go to Chicago and have it, it's the best there. Just is. Sorry, Ash, for I say something about college. I really watch what I was saying. Yeah, I'm not really legally responsible if your partner makes a speech in your home, Bob. She makes his home and immediately starts writing, I'm gonna sue this motherfucker the American way. Who the fuck decided to put pineapple and sardines on pizza? Who do I need to yell at? Batman, come over to TikTok. He's in TikTok. Get his ass! Get his ass! Pepperoni comes with battle pass. You motherfucker! You motherfucker! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! You motherfucker! I like ketchup on my eggs. Yeah, I think that's a pretty normal thing. I like hot sauce on mine. Sometimes I have hot honey as well, because I'm also a big fan of hot honey. Love that shit. Big fan. Big fan. The fuck is hot honey? Hot honey, baby. A pizza babas. Can you imagine? Brother, there's so many of these stupid ass fucking freemium games that are doing that shit. Like 10 fries is it hot or is it spicy hot? Spicy hot. Who the frick decided sardines are being pineapple pizza? This is like the most common brand here, but like you can also get something like oops. You can also get something like this. Or like this is oh my god, I'm just trying to click to show it. So I don't know. I really like hot honey. It's the perfect it's like our sweet and spicy or sorry, sweet and sour sauce, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm a fan of it. Who don't know about hot honey, bro? Fuck the piece of hot honey wings though. Dude, I have hot honey I have hot honey on almost everything. I don't have it next to me, but I have a little jar of it at work too. do you also think me being so many hateful answers and the stuff that has affected me? Nuh-uh, brother. You did not just fucking say that. No way. Do you guys think that the ball stopping shit that has happened to me has maybe smashed my balls? I don't know. Do you think it did? Do you guys think me being brainwashed? Maybe it brainwashed, made me feel like a certain type of way? What? Yes, your environment affects you, and what you engage in affects you. Did the car hit me cause me to be in a car accident? Yes. Oh, is it bad I don't like any form of mustard? I like honey mustard. Again. I like honey mustard. I'm a fan of this shit. But the hot honey wings from Publix is so clutch. Do I need to block you? What? I made the Cheeto cheese sticks with mom one time and they were fantastic. Those sound good, dude. And I tried to bring it up in the wrong space. I think you just need to be around people that are not going to shit on you. At least the starting guy isn't bringing up Arkham Knight. No, running is cool. He's a cool dude. He tells me about his well, at the time he used to work at a gas station or some shit like that. And he was telling me about some shit. He's cool. He comes in and out every now and then. He's a cool guy. Don't even start. I swear to God. I feel like if you let someone mod YouTube, they will ban me or something. It's not about. I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, I have the ultimate power to unban or ban or whatever, and there's people who can appeal it and all that stuff. I can't talk more Arkham Knight. I'm gonna start getting PTSD flashbacks. As long as Freddy doesn't bring up his bullshit taken off a good vacation. Freddy hasn't even been here in a bit, dude. He's been. I don't know if he's back in school or whatever, but he hasn't been here in a while. Yeah, dude. Dude, it's just one of those things where it's just like I'm going to say this broadly because of this what I'm about to say affects a lot of you. I love talking about this shit and I enjoyed the debates, but when we get so goddamn pedantic with the details, I get to the point where I go, I'm so out. You are now you're microscopically edging on every little bullshit to try to prove your point, and at this point, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. I do not give a shit. Because it's like we're now getting to a point where we are so... Like, how do I say this? It's like even today, our debate with Brand New Day, this is not a spoiler or anything, at least I don't think it is, was that how you never really find out how Peter is making money. And so you never really see what he does for a job or what his income source is. Now, for me, it was a lot of things where it left it up to the interpretation is what my conclusion was that at the end of the day, Aunt May died, so you probably got money from her. Tony Stark is dead, probably got money from him or something to that degree, So I can't imagine him not having money to some degree, No, we talked about it the day you weren't here, Ash. We only talked about it once. Do we another garage talk? Bring out the MP4 slander? No, we're past the MP4 shit. That was my thought too. It's kind of thing, if there was a poll, I would get kicked. I mean, You got it. This is what I'm saying. If you think you might get kicked, think why you might get kicked. I'm not in here to be like, I'm one of those goddamn fucking liberals who's going to kick out anyone who has a different opinion of me. But I'm also someone who goes, hey, let's just not be shitty. Can we not? I'm fine with us getting into heated arguments about bullshit. I'm always cool for that. But when we get into real shit, like the AI guy, the AI music guy, for anyone who isn't here, the AI music guy was a fucking nightmare. You know? He was a fucking nightmare to talk to. He even had the audacity to call me a murderer when it wasn't even something like that egregious. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I agree. I think that show is hilarious. Peter Seaweed keeps the money from the criminals. He stops robbing banks. Well, there's a thing where in universe, that's what Punisher does. Punisher skims off the top from illicit cash he gets from criminals. But he was AI. No, he's an actual streamer. This guy came in and I was talking about how shitty AI generated shit is and how I fucking hate it. And I said, with music or photos or whatever. And he's like, I make AI music. And I was like, oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. And then we went into this whole thing where I was like, he just rated me, which is him dropping off his community of viewers to my stream. And I'm like, we are not going to be compatible with this. And you just dropped off your whole community. He sat and debated me for 2 hours. He got money from that incident with Punisher. I forgot where. Oh, Staten Island? The whole Staten Island thing that we never saw? Yeah, but that's my whole point, is that we don't know where it came from. We have no idea where that shit came from. And that was the whole thing, is like, and me and Cole were debating back and forth. And then the other part we brought up was that because we didn't see Peter struggle, it should have been added that we should see how he makes money or see him struggle or anything. And I was trying to say that, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to the story at large. It doesn't matter to me. I know, Brand New Day was a fucking amazing, dude. It was a solid 8.5 out of 10. Solid 8.5 out of 10. You got my, but yeah. And so, but I'm fine with debating that stuff. But like when people come in and try to debate me on more actual moral shit, it's like, dog, we are not going to have a proper debate here, because depending what either we agree immediately, or it's going to be one of those things where I think you are going to have a lesser perspective on human life than I do. And that's where I can't handle that. As I've always said, when it comes to my politics, I want anyone and everyone to be able to do what they want in their life as long as it doesn't harm others. You want to do a practice of religion? That's cool. Don't infringe on the gay people then. Don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's all what I've been. So, speaking of crimes, guess who gets picked up their fixed car in a couple hours? Let's go! My girlfriend's gotta get her car fixed soon. Bro, how do you even have a positive argument defending AI? The guy, his main points with defending AI music was that he doesn't have the time or lifespan to be able to learn an instrument, and he makes a living off of AI music, supposedly. And then he went on about how him making AI stuff and him doing what he's doing helps mold the AI to being a better thing, because the corporations and billionaires will make it worse. But then he also compared about how something like Walmart is bad, and if I shop at Walmart, I'm a hypocrite, because that's also bad for a community and stuff like that. And I was trying to explain to him that a town of 10,000 people who only have a Walmart is not the same as someone who's on the internet and only has a plethora of resources to make music. But then he started going on about how if I were to drive my car instead of riding a bus, I'm a murderer because I drive my car that hurts the environment. Headless Batman, I showed him my music I have made on BandLab. I showed him my programmed drums from a thing from like 3 years ago. I said, look, you can just go bing, 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 bing all over. And then you figure it out. You're just lazy if you can't learn something if you want to. That's my whole point. Bro, I can defend bot players in IRL to a certain point. I mean, sure. People with fingers chopped off have to adjust to play guitar. Have adjusted, yeah. Well, they showed in fucking Last of Us Part 2. Hell, that's why Black Sabbath had their sound. Yeah. Good night, Bob. Have a good night, Cole. I hope you... Bob, I think it would be besides what product I'm partying with. I would be very interested to hear what you're going to say about that. I'm sorry I missed your message. I I have an idea, but like I don't know. But I hope what you heard today you take to heart and kind of reflect on yourself, because like I said, this shit's only going to get worse as you get older. I'll tell you next stream. Okay, sounds good. I just hope you recognize that. Like I said, we've all been there when we're being young. A lot of the people in this fucking stream are young, and it just takes time to sit there and recognize and learn and grow up into a better man than you were the day before. That's all it is. That's all it is. This might have been hard for you, and I get it, especially with you dealing with your own shit. I hope you recognize it. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But AI for his sole income and talent is crazy. It wasn't for his sole income though. He is a nurse or something, he was telling me. He does something with the medical field. So he does it on the side, but he doesn't have enough. He says it would take him too long and he'd get too old before he'd be able to do anything properly with music when he could just do it now. And he said all he wants to do is make people feel something. So then I looked up his fucking name and I found out he's got like 400 songs on this one specific website. So, okay, I'm a healthcare worker and I still do music, so that's fucked. Yeah, I don't know. Again, he kept trying to call me a straw man and all that shit. It was just kind of one of those things where it was him who had the straw man argument and kept changing the goalpost. When I kept telling him like, dude, just like, don't be a piece of shit. Like, not that hard. So, yeah. A nurse, buddy, keep your day job, not a good comedian. I don't know if he's a nurse or not. He didn't say specifically. I assume that based on how he was talking, but like I don't know if that was it or not. I just know he did something with technology or something with it. So I don't know. I don't know. I was a full-time carer for 5 years and still played music live here and there and kept up practice. Well, that's the thing is, it's like I was trying to explain to him as well because he kept going on about how, oh, you get to sit here and stream all day and not work a job. And I'm like, motherfucker, I work 10-hour days a week. I mean, 10-hour days, 40 hours a week, and I try to stream as soon as I get home. Even now, I've been going for I've been going over 3.5 hours, and it's like I make the time, and it's like, yeah, shit's gonna take time, but if you need that immediate satisfaction and dopamine hit, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing you can do. That's why shit like TikTok and Vine and all that shit took off. That's why all these fucking short form content is so addictive and has caused so much issues, especially with the young people and their attention span. You don't have to even know how to do music. Seal did that. He didn't know music and look. Everybody still compares him, Kiss from a Rose on the Gray. Yeah, exactly. Music was my dream, probably. Graphic design is my dream. I work so many weird hours, 2 unicorns and everything else and so. Yeah, you don't have to justify it. I'm not trying to be shitty here. You guys don't have to justify that to me. I know how it goes. I really do. Like, I was also a musician for a long time until I kind of took a back seat and started doing this stuff. Honestly, learned how to be great overnight. He just didn't want to put the time in. No. The worst part is I looked him up. I looked up his username, which then led me to his Facebook, which is why I wasn't like, I'm not going to dox this guy. I'm not going to show any of this stuff. But I found out, like, he's got 2 kids and a wife. Like, he has a whole fucking family. And then his music side project, he has an AI-generated picture of, like, a young, like, light-skinned black man or maybe, like, a Latino man with a do-rag on. And it's, like, very clearly, like, AI-generated. And I'm like, are you fucking cosplaying as, like, another, like, hotter young man? Like, what the fuck? Because he looks like Mark Ruffalo if Mark Ruffalo went through a fucking car accident. So you just fake all around? 100%. Still do vocalize every Tuesday night. I get home at work at like 10:30 p.m. I still fucking do it. Yeah, with me wanting to be a metal singer, I'm disappointed in this man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate AI shit. I always hate it. It is fucking everything up in my life that I enjoy, and it's not getting any better. And I fucking hate that shit. So that's when I heard some guy come in, and I was like, no fucking way. I made a joke the other day in my Discord where I was like, all these streamers all these new streamers, small streamers who come up on here. Now, I'm still small. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm so high and mighty. But like, I'm like, these motherfuckers would be so fucked if they didn't have generative AI for their logos. Like, I would love to be able to take a time machine and go back to like 2020 and start streaming and see how different the landscape is compared to now. Because every person I talk to on these goddamn Discords all had their bullshit generative AI crap. It's all slop. And the few people who I'm now friends with who didn't use that, it's like they're so far and few between, and it sucks. I'll try and just wipe us out. I had to graphic design for a show, and it took me 4 hours. And I see other just making AI generated ones, and it just irks me. I'm like, fucking hell, people want to pay ours as fuck. Like, all my shit I pay for ours. Yes, I have done as well. All of my stuff, where do you record? Like this stuff, or what do you mean, Chessington? The Void. Also, don't you live in Iowa or Midwest? I live in Wisconsin. I'm in the Midwest. Like fucking hell, people don't want you. Off top of you, look like a twink Jason Momoa. Jesus Christ. Hey, I'll take that over fucking Charlie Kirk though. That's fine. Hey man, if I'm seen as an ally to the LGBTQ community, I'm happy with that. As long as I don't look like someone who listens to fucking Andrew Tate or some shit. I don't want that. I don't want that slop on me. None of that fucking stink. This is like a very dark room. So Chessington, if you were to go, actually, I wonder if I can show you. I have a green screen. This is all green screen. Actually, I wonder if I could. Here, what if I do this? There you go. You can see my whole behind me. It's just a green screen. The thing is, when it comes to TikTok, I use OBS virtual camera, but virtual camera won't bring over the green screen effect onto TikTok. So it's just a black room. But technically, I'm in my normal room. There's a whole bunch of shit behind me. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm visiting Milwaukee tomorrow. What? Why are you in Milwaukee tomorrow? He didn't even spell Milwaukee right. He spelled Milwaukee. Bro broke the fourth wall. I'm out here, my boy, getting hungry. I'm out here. I'm out of here, my boy. I'm getting hungry. Have a good night, Rodney. I'm going to be ending soon as well, so. I am going to be going to get food. I mean, I'm going to be going to bed soon as well. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, enjoy Milwaukee. I am very close to that city. I don't live in that city, but I'm very close to it. I'm gonna go chill for the rest of my day off before getting this car back. Sounds good, Ash. Like I said, I'm going to be ending soon anyways. I didn't know you were still going to be on stream on here. I stream on everything. It's just the thing is, I don't have a just chatting screen for TikTok, so it just looks like a paused game, unfortunately. I mean, I guess I could.
No, it's a bit creepy, but
actually,
someone just said that they're lurking your channel right now.
Thanks for lurking, Ash. I'm going to be done anyways. I remember looking at my friend group who all streams. All of them have Xbox gamer tags and AI profile pictures. Meanwhile, I only have the headless Batman name and profile because of the glitch I found. Yeah, like I said, it's just headless Batman. I could go off on the streaming shit all night. I could go. It's one of the things that like, oh, I don't even know. Bob there for a baseball game? No, I'm not going to be there for a fucking baseball. I don't like fucking sports. No, I like I said, I live around Milwaukee. I'm only about maybe 20 minutes away from Milwaukee. I'm closer to like Chicago, so I can I'd like to go because I can go to concerts there. MLB to AmFam Park. Maybe 30-40 minutes. Nothing like super crazy. I'm also going to be in Chicago. Well, I hope you enjoy Chicago. Chicago is another one that's a bit of an issue. It's just so it's best to take the train there rather than drive. But I understand you'll be on a road trip. Oh, bam, bro! I might run into you. You will not be running into me. Most likely, I will be at work, and then I'm gonna come home. Chicago's the IRL Gotham. I always thought it was supposed to be New York. Was supposed to be IRL Gotham, but I know in the show and stuff like that, it's actually technically New Jersey, but whatever. They have Goth Target. That's true. That's true, Cole. They have Goth Target. St. Louis is supposed to be IRL Gotham? No way, St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri? Nuh-uh. Gotham's based in Jersey, but it may as well be Chicago. I agree with you. New York is New York. I understand, but like Metropolis, I thought was like based off like Minneapolis. I thought that was the whole thing. Guess that would make sense why you think Chicago, because they were supposed to be right next to each other, technically. You know? So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Look it up. Dude, saying this is filled with crime? Yeah, that's fine. I always thought Metropolis was New York. Wait, what? People say Chicago, New York blended for Gotham. Show them the Gotham market. Yeah, we can look up Gotham. Don't want to show them the other streamer I'm watching. Is there an actual like Target Chicago Street? Is this gonna show actual pictures? No, it just shows the fucking location. That's not what I wanted. There we go. All right, here. Let me. I'll put it up on stream. Right. And bang. There it is. This is in Chicago. I've been there. Oh, Cole's gonna walk in and be like, "Yo, where's all the goth bitches in here?" And then they come up and start stabbing him. What'd you say? And they fucking get him. Get him right in his kidney. You get what you fucking deserve. Oh my god, I want to go there. It's sick as fuck. There's also a Golf Walgreens. I forgot where. I didn't know that. I didn't know about that. Yeah. Let's hear another joke. Fuck, I don't know. I don't just make these things up. I just fucking go for it. So it's nice when you have people who actually want to talk in your chat. It's like, cool, I can actually like vibe off these people and like hopefully make something funny. I'm not like a stand-up comedian who just sits there and goes, all right, guys, well, I walked into a bar the other day and yada, yada, yada. You know? Yeah, and then I saw some fucking dickhead, and then he fell over and I laughed, haha, I'm not doing any of that shit. I'd be so fucked as a stand-up comedian. Oh, I didn't play it again. Why is that when... All right, I'm sorry, Batman. Oh, wait, I gotta turn off all my... Well, actually, here, I can do it this way. I will refund you. I will refund you this. I'm sorry they didn't play. I don't know why. That one always has a struggle, and I don't know why. All right, let's refund him. Reject it. Everyone else gets completed. And here, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I gotta make sure it works.
I'm gonna bite off your foreskin and have the greatest cheese pool of all time!
There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. I'd be a mess if I had Superman's powers. Yeah, there's his name's Homelander. Always makes me giggle. Dude, Penguino loves it as well. Big fan. Ooh. I've also played shows in Chicago. Anyways. Okay, I went beyond Homelander's level. But what does that fucking mean you would be a menace? Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. And homie's just like, yeah, I just fly around, I eat cheeseburgers, and sometimes I just I fly into people and accident. Do I drive out 2 hours when I go and hunt for an 06 Croc and Two-Face? What do you mean for like what do you mean an 06 Croc and Two-Face? I would take people I don't like, mainly Trump. Oh, so you just be like an enemy of the state type shit. Oh, Lego? Oh, brother. I am such a bad person to ask about that because I'm someone who would do that shit. If you it's something you've been wanting to get, dude, like it's so funny because my new big thing I'm trying to it's Goth CVS's LA. Ah, okay. That guy in a saw trap, Jesus. You gotta realize though, just killing people is not gonna be it's not gonna change anything, you know. Now I'm not saying no one dying is is not gonna affect anything, but I'm just saying it's like there's so much going on right now. It's like you guys show that you can change more than just with what with without having to result to that. I found them for really cheaper than they are online in Lego. Yeah, I would go for it. I mean, even right now, something Hannah and I do every weekend now is Hannah and I go out to resale stores to try to find 4K Blu-ray steelbooks. We try to go and find. I'm trying to build up my physical media again, and so we go every weekend to go find stuff. If there's a sale I can find, I try to go for it. We've driven like probably 30 minutes outside of our city to try and get those. So if you're finding some shit like that, go and you found it, I would go for it, man. I hate to be that way unless you're feeling like it's not worth it. I would go for it. Also, I don't know if I said this in Discord, but I ordered a modular Arkham Asylum. What does that mean? Like the Lego? Oh my god, tell them what happened last weekend. So I don't know if you guys. Oh wait, let me make sure I say this. Let me make sure. I don't want to like say this place and then everyone's like, "Oh, so you live there, huh?" God, that's not helpful at all. I don't know if this is it. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say the name. So we went to a half price books kind of place. Not the same place, but it's kind of like it. And we were sitting there, and it's a place that has like these really big tall racks of movies, video games, etc. It's all like retro shit or like pre-owned stuff. They were reorganizing it, like they've been slowly reorganizing it. Some employee walked in between these shelves, and because they were loosened, it just fell and went boosh, 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 boosh all around the store. It was the craziest shit. Because it was one of those things where Hannah and I are like in the corner going, where the fuck is it falling? Where do we have to worry about? And we were in front of a different kind of case, so if it would have fell on it, it would have probably broken the glass, and we would have just been able to like back up and not have been hurt. But yeah, shit was crazy. It was funny because I was literally in the spot where it ended, where they all at the end fell. I was there looking at video games. I literally only moved because Hannah was like, "Yo, look at this steelbook over here." And I walked 5 feet away and it went boom. It's crazy. It wasn't half price, but we do hit that up weekly. Yes, we do hit up that. Also, there's many half price books about it. It ain't. No, no, no. I said a half price because I don't want you to narrow it down. No narrowing it down because I don't know if the place I can say is in other states. Like, is this in? Yeah, I think the store I'm talking about is only in Wisconsin. Granted, there's like a bunch in everywhere around Wisconsin, but like, there's not like a website for it. So it's like I don't want to say stuff, and then it's like, oh. I've already done that once. We're not doing that again. How are you buying Wolverine digital? Nope. 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 I'm also about to pre-order a. Actually, I'll show you. Um, I'm looking at ordering a custom Wolverine steelbook. Here it is. Here, this. I'm looking at ordering this for my game. Yeah, we do have. I want to go back there because I like how they organized and they had a lot of games. Yeah, I'm very much down to go back there. I kind of want to get the Rush Blu-ray R40 they had there. Not that's not redundant. What's the point of a steelbook? It just looks cool. Like, oh, here I'll pull out. So actually, I can kind of show you on stream. Hopefully, this will make more sense. So, as an example, so like, I'll just show you some games I have for my PlayStation here. So like with these, it's like you have it, or it's the blue case, right? The blue case with the white thing on top. Now, when it comes to, like, for example, my Elden Ring one, you can see that. Or my Dark Souls one, the Dark Souls one. Or even my Spider-Man one. It's way cooler than just a fucking blue and red case they had, you know? My other Spider-Man one's it's red with the symbol on it. It's also metal, so it's like not this plastic Amray casing that fades and shit. So I don't know. It just looks a lot cleaner from the side as well, rather than this. Just saying. I might start buying these. Well, I have a Discord you can join if you want. If you want to have more here, I wonder if I can show you. I ordered some new ones today too. I also got a couple more coming. Oh, I can show you my bat. Well, actually, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Man, not all my stuff is unpacked. But like, so another thing I have, I know my green screen's fucked. It is what it is. So, like, I got the Avengers one. This is Endgame. I got Shazam, 4K, another Steelbook. My prized possession, the Batman movie, and then the other one I got is the Superman one. And when you pull it up, it opens up the Solitude, the Fortress of Solitude. So I don't know, cool shit. So I like some of that stuff. That's so fucking cool, bro. You got ripped off. They are all mirror. Wait, what? Just kidding. What the fuck? I feel like I've seen you before. Oh my god, we got another one. Holy shit. So Bobby, can I ask for advice? Yeah, go ahead, man. What's your what advice do you need? Yo, what's up? It's Jordan. Oh, I was gonna see if I can show you the other ones I just bought too.
Tough time never lasts. Only tough people last.
Oh my god! Thank you very much for the bits. Are you streaming a mirror? What? What? Oh, I see what's happening. Like here, I'll even show you some. So there's a website. This is one of the many websites. There's a website called it's called Lionsgate Limited, which is like the Lionsgate the movie people. So like they sell a bunch of stuff. So like I ordered this one. This is all steelbook. This is what they're all gonna look like. Like as an example, if you go to this, it's gonna literally look like a book. It's the metal. It's the metal case. One of the ones I was really happy to have been able to get is the where is it? God, is it out of stock now? Also, I don't like this is in here. This is not a steelbook, but whatever. I was gonna get it. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there's this. Yeah, this one's I sold out, which I was very upset with. Damn, is it gone? Here, I'm gonna just look it up. Well, I got the John Wick one. Oh, it is sold out. I got this one though. It's the three movie collection for $40, and it's this steel book. So fucking sick, dude. So fucking sick. So I wanted to get this one, but it sold out too fast. Damn. Ooh, and it follows. Yeah, Hannah, if you get annoyed with me sending you this shit constantly, I can stop. I was just much stuff. Ginger snaps. So I'm gonna start working soon, and I wanted to go back to a place I wasn't legally working at before, but the people aren't there the best at getting along, and I kind of broke my mom while managing there. I know I can get a job and make the money, but do I go back just at the restaurant not being the greatest? Can you explain what you mean? There are two I have saved on there right now. Which two, Hannah? Which two? I just want to make sure I answer you properly before I say anything, you know? Another website for Steelbook 2 that's really good is Grub. You can look at all theirs. I got a couple from these that are supposed to be coming soon as well. Like I ordered this one. I ordered the Supergirl one. Get the fuck out of here. I ordered the Supergirl one. And I also ordered get the fuck out of here. There's also a Get Out one I ordered. Get Out and Us. Warm Bodies and Cabin in the Woods. I was wondering about Warm Bodies. So I'm gonna start working soon. I wanted to go back to the place I wasn't legally working at before. I don't know what you mean by legally working at. Oh yeah, I got this one coming too. There's the other one. I'm so excited for this. I was gonna go on Hoster again, which I had done prior. Just now, officially, it's complicated. But I wanted to go back because I knew I'd be able to get the job. But the coworkers are either get along or hate each other. 50-50 each. Don't get me started on the dishwasher. Do I go back? Wait, what happened to finishing? What happened? What? Are you going there because you're gonna make good money, or are you doing it just because you'll have a job and it'll be, consistent money? I guess like a consistent job. You know what I'm saying? What's the case for what game? Oh, I'm sorry, Chesington. The game I was talking about is for this. I'm sorry, Chesington. I had your side minimized and I didn't even look. I'm so sorry. Because I can make consistent money to pay for things I want. Yeah, see, this is one of those moral dilemmas. I assume what you're saying is that the mental health environment is pretty rough, and it's not a good place. It's not a good place to work, but it's consistent money wise, and you want to be able to have money to be able to obviously get what you want, right? That's tough for Wolverine. I agree, dude. That's what I'm saying. I might get this. I might get this when I get my my game. So yeah, they have a bunch of them. They had a Final Fantasy one. Like I said, there's a whole bunch. Fallout 4, GTA 6. Like, you can just buy if you buy the game, you can get the case. Yeah, this is Euros. So. Yeah, I guess my thing is like I unfortunately I can't tell you what to do. I want to make sure I make that clear. I'm not gonna be able to tell you what to do. My whole thing is I think you'll be fine in the beginning because your mental fortitude will be able to hold up pretty well. But I think it's gonna get to the point where you will either get to you'll get so what's the right term? You'll get so deep with how much you hate working there, or you'll subconsciously hate working there, that's going to be really hard for you to keep justifying the mental torture. Stop biting the cord. Gosh, she fucking comes down here and then bites the cord. I hate that you do that. We need to get you a chew toy. Yeah, well, now you're going to be held up here because you're biting. Ow, I'm not the chew toy. Ow. You gotta stop biting the cords. But yeah, But I just don't want you to get to the point where you start struggling being able to, ouch, 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 ouch. Ow, ow, you're scratching me. Go down there. You're biting the fuck out of me. I'm trying to move you. Anyways, I would say you will have to decide how long you're willing to tolerate that shit to be able to get the things you want. So that's my whole issue. That's the only way I can look at it to justify it. It's just how long can you justify the ends, or how long you can justify the means for the ends, basically. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, I think we've all been in those situations, and like I said, there's a lot of people who have to do it just to live, not even to buy things they want, you know? So it's just how long is your mental fortitude? Hopefully you're in a situation where you don't have to do that forever and you only want to do it for a little bit, but no, it just kind of depends. I wish they'd make one for fucking Pan's Labyrinth. I'd buy a Pan's Labyrinth one. I got that too the other day. I got the Criterion collection of that. Do they make that? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look it up. Pan's Labyrinth. How do you spell that? Is that right? What if I just look up Pans? Nope. Damn, that was a cool Resident Evil one. That's sick as fuck. Gotcha. Thank you. I think with how I'm going with mindset, do my job, get along with my coworkers, avoid the toxic coworkers, and just make just work. You know, maybe I'll look for other better jobs only if they paid better. Yeah, that's really fun. Oh Lord, he come in. I can't. Um, yeah, that's a proper way to look at it. Because, like I said, I think at the end of the day, you'll be able to you'll be able to justify it for a while or tolerate it for a while, but it's gonna come to the point where you're just gonna have to sit there and be like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. You know? Know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, at least. Yeah, I understand. Thank you. Yeah. Again, I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I mean, I'm not you, so I can't tell you like, yeah, do it for like 6 months and then move on. You know, because for all I know, maybe you need to do it for only 3, or you need to do it for 6 or 9 or whatever. Or you might be someone who like gets ticked off really easily, and you're not gonna be able to do it for more than a week. You know, I just don't know that. I would say that if you need to do that right now, go for it. Do what you got to do. It's always money, and if you're able to, you can always leave. And if you're able to find a better thing, go for it. You know. Again, that's how I always justify with all this shit. So yeah. Good luck though. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think though, with that being said, we've had a very chaotic as fuck stream. From how I see it, I'm doing it so I can get things I will enjoy and start YouTube and eventually hopefully start my prop making business. I have a lot of patience, but if you press the right buttons, it thins easily. Yeah. The thing is, like I said, I'm in the same boat where like I can tolerate shit. It's just I can't fake it. So if I don't like you, it's not like I can't sit there and be like, God, dude, you're so fucking funny, dude. I love you. You know, I can't do that. I'll just sit there and be like, thank you. Thanks for giving me this. Can you do this? You know, be very just like, they came up to me and they're like, hey, how's it going? I go, good. How about you? The fuck? All right, 1 second. Anyways, so yeah, Bobcat is still streaming. Yeah, we were talking, we were chatting. So, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, with that being said, I think I'm gonna hop off now. I appreciate y'all hanging out, stopping by. I plan on streaming more tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be doing Dead by Daylight as well or not. We'll see. We'll see how everyone's feeling. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But yeah. But with that being said, I hope you all have a great night. I'm glad I was able to help you all as much as I can, and I hope you guys all have a good Wednesday, good night, good Wednesday morning, day, whatever. Until I see you on the next one, you know. Have an amazing night. You as well, my guy. It's always fun talking with y'all. Yeah. Oh, actually, let me check something. Let me check something. Let me check something. I'm just wondering if I should try to. I'm just wondering if I should try to. I'm wondering if I should try to. I'm gonna raid you guys.
Places to be.
If you're cool with that, I'm gonna raid you to a friend of mine. He's one of the few people I love to try to give my support to.